Welcome. Men, women, children, old people. We're here to talk about a man. A man that's making miracles happen all across the lands. From Dallas, Texas to Oakland, California. He's helping feed the hungry. Anywhere you are, no matter how vile a place.
Wisconsin Gordon.
And I promise you boys and girls, this man's gonna take us to the promised land. Now I think you know who I'm talking about. He's my God, and I sure as heck hope he's your God. He's Peyton fucking Manning. Welcome to the regular season finale of That's Good Broncos. Today, we're looking at the Broncos offense break every record known to man.
Touchdown!
And we're looking at the Raiders drain all signs of life from their fans' eyes. I'm Brandon Perna, and I'm excited the Broncos beat the Raiders 34-14, giving Denver home field advantage throughout the playoffs. I'm also excited Peyton Manning and the Broncos offense are now officially the greatest offense that has ever played football. Of all times, forevers. The game started with this shot of Peyton Manning. He was suffering from a severe migraine because his brain was overloading with information and ways in which he could beat the Raiders. There were literally millions of possibilities, and Manning could see every single one of them. But once the pain went away, Manning started to dissect the Oakland defense and hit Andre Caldwell on this 16-yard strike across the middle of the field to set up an Eric Decker touchdown, giving Manning 52 touchdowns on the season and giving Eric Decker another inch where he definitely does not need it. You thought we were going to go one episode without making an Eric Decker dick joke? Did you guys see that stupid RoboCop drunk driving commercial they kept playing during the game? I don't know about you, but I don't need some half-man, half-can opener telling me how to live my fucking life. I'm not gonna drunk drive because I have a strong moral compass, not because I'm deathly afraid of robot cops. Anyway, then Oakland fumbled on this snap. Don't worry, Oakland, you've got all offseason to practice snaps. After the fumble, Julius Thomas made this amazing catch to convert a third down and set up this no-Sean Moreno touchdown, giving Peyton Manning 53 touchdowns on the season. And then the Broncos basically gave the New England Patriots the biggest fuck you they possibly could by surpassing their single season scoring record on this succulent 63-yard touchdown pass to Demaryius Thomas, giving the Broncos 595 points on the season and Peyton Manning 54 touchdown passes on the year. The only record we had left to break at this point was Drew Brees' single season passing yard record. After that touchdown, Manning and his receivers were talking on the sideline. Hey guys, it's me, Demaryius Thomas. Do you think I won the Big Dick Player Award? I hope I did. Peyton was 61 yards away from breaking Drew Brees' record. The Broncos chipped their way down the field, inching closer and closer to the record. Manning needed 61 yards, and he got 61 yards. Exactly. Because he's that good. Beating Drew Brees by 1 yard with 5,477 on the season. The record was set on this 5-yard walking, standing touchdown to Demaryius Thomas. That was Manning's final touchdown of the day, giving him 55 on the season. The Broncos had 31 points, and Peyton Manning would spend the rest of the game on the bench. At halftime, they announced that most people watching the Broncos-Raiders game would be switched to a more competitive game that had at least 2 teams trying. Shannon Sharp chimed in right as they cut off his mic, saying,
Halftime report continues. They want to see Peyton throw some more touchdowns.
But that didn't happen because we had to watch Brock Osweiler play the rest of the game exactly the way you would expect a backup to play. Boring. The announcers really summed up the Raiders' performance best here.
The Raider performance in the first half was about as bad as we've seen.
It was about as bad as I've ever seen. The entire second half was pretty dull, so we're going to show Raiders highlights to pass the time. Nate Irving helicopter sacks Terrell Pryor. Hey Terrell, are you a pilot? Cause you just crashed your helicopter. Jason Hunter was cut by the Broncos because he didn't even learn how to put on his pants right. Is Terrell Pryor going to make a great play? Well, he's scrambling. Is he going to make a great play? No, he's going to throw the ball terribly like a fucking idiot. Now, the Raiders are bad, and maybe it's because none of their fans were allowed to go to school past first grade.
We're missing some punctuation and E. Your message is heard. You are fired, or is it yours? Yours or mine?
They were too busy huffing paint, kicking dogs, and they just really never had the time to learn the difference between the possessive your and the contraction of you are. And furthermore, there's not even a subject in your sentence. Who are you referring to? Who's fired? The coach? The owner? One of the numerous shitty players? Matt Prater kicked a field goal and the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns that we allowed them to score, so they didn't feel too bad. And the Broncos ended the game 34-14 with a victory, clinching home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
That next beer.
Oh, yeah.
He works for Maker, but he's
Oh, shit.
he's Mormon. And then
And the Raiders fans are the idiots. Manning refused to take his helmet off, even though he wasn't going to play the entire second half. I actually think he might wear his helmet to bed at night, so John Fox can read him offensive plays to sleep. And guess who Brock Osweiler's favorite quarterback is? And of course, the moment you've all been waiting for, the winner of this week's Big Dick Player Award is Brock Osweiler. I'm kidding. It's obviously Peyton Manning. And here's a fun fact, everybody. The Oakland Raiders haven't had a winning season since 2002. Since 2002! Just to give you an idea of how long ago 2002 was, Brian Griese was the quarterback of the Denver Broncos. YouTube hadn't even been invented yet. A still fragile America was learning to laugh again with hit comedy movies such as Joanna Man and Rob Schneider's The Hot Chick, premiering in standard definition theaters all over the country. And of course, if it slipped your mind, Raiders fans, you got blown out that year in the Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was a crazy fucking year when you think about it. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. I've really enjoyed sharing this season and the Broncos' 606 points they scored against inferior teams all season long. A few people say I swear too much, and that's why my New Year's resolution is to swear even more. Cock, shit, fuck, fart, hell, piss, pussy, dick, ass, bitch, and Tom Brady. All of my prophecies about the Denver Broncos will be fulfilled as long as you subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, you're going to be just another poor doomed sinner walking down a lonely road of sin and hatred. They're too busy huffing paint, kicking dogs, and they just really never had the time to learn the difference between the contraction. They were too busy huffing paint and kicking dogs and just never really had to And they just never really had the time to learn the difference between the possessive your and the contraction. I can get it! I can get it! How many? There are 3. Are there only 2 yours or are there 3 yours? There's your and you are, right? There's 3 theirs, right? I'm just checking my facts.
Lost at Scrabble.
Shut up.